Dragon's Den is open for business.
I don't often say this, but your pitch was awful.
You've got to be quiet for this little bit, Peter, if that's all right.
Ouch.
A place where budding entrepreneurs are given a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
You have this most bizarre way of answering questions.
Stop it.
To present their wares to 5 captains of commerce.
You wanted to see how credible we are.
Yeah.
So I'm about to show you.
Well, show me.
Some will succeed and go on to make millions. Others will fail and leave with nothing.
Make him a counter-offer or tell him to shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
The hunt is on to find the next big money-making idea.
Dragons are go.
Tonight.
We will rock you.
Dragon's Den is the platform to come in and pitch anything.
You've made some really good decisions so far.
I would have been shouting that coming out of the lift.
How can you prove that it helps?
Well, I can just tell you that, it helped me.
But that's what worries me.
You are in a bit of a pickle financially at the moment.
I'm just concerned that you might have protected the IP so much that you forgot about trying to actually sell the product.
Hi, I'm Grant.
I'm Charlotte, and we have been together 18 years. This is really surreal, isn't it?
That's ridiculous. Feels like a dream, doesn't it? I've never won a negotiation with Charlotte, so good luck to the Dragons, eh?
Oh.
Outdoor art?
Oh, it is all outdoors, isn't it?
Yeah. I love the setup with
Yeah,
the
quick glass
bottle of red wine. That's...
I could just see you sitting out in that garden appreciating some fine artwork.
I could.
While Peter Jones might know his Raphaels from his Rembrandts, or rather his Clarets from his Cabernets,
Oh, green light. We're in.
this couple have also done their research on which dragons they'd like to have in their portfolio.
I particularly like Sarah Davies. She's got a background in crafts. That's my background. Steve Bartlett, he could really rocket our product on the social media side.
I agree.
Hi, Dragons. Thank you so much for having us today. I'm Charlotte and this is Grant, and we are co-founders of Yard Art UK Limited. Yard Art UK produces artwork for outdoor spaces. It's UV, waterproof and weatherproof, resistant and easy to install.
So, Dragons, that's what Yard Art makes, but hopefully you can see what it can do is transform a very boring fence or a wall or a garden or a courtyard into somewhere that you want to spend more time in, makes it feel more inviting. We've been stocked and sold through high street retailers, including John Lewis in the past, and we sell a lot through our own social media channels and our own website. So that's the product that we have, and we hope you see the opportunity.
What's your ask?
What's our ask? Our ask is £50,000 in return for 25% of the business.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I just have a quick look?
Please do.
An outdoor art business is the offering from Grant and Charlotte Clements. They're seeking £50,000 in return for 25% of the company.
It's just an acrylic frame.
Yes.
Now, Tuka Suleiman wants to test them under the grueling environment of the den.
Charlotte and Grant, are you married?
We are married, yes.
Right. And just tell us a little bit of background of how you got here.
Well, my background's I work in the insurance business. This business is really Charlotte's. She's done a huge amount of work on it. I have done my piece to try and keep the business sort of on the straight and narrow, as it were.
So I started originally my career in HR. I gave that up to have a family. My life changed a little bit after children. We lost our twin daughter. Sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
So my life and outlook changed, and I wanted to go back and do something that I loved, which was art, and it was a real tonic for me. Sorry.
All right, it's all right. That's okay.
It's all right.
So I started doing my own art, and I started selling my own art.
So are any of these pieces yours?
The middle one in the gold frame at the top.
That's fabulous.
Thank you.
I would have been shouting that coming out of the lid.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping me crying.
Thank you for sharing us your
Thank
story,
you.
Charlotte, and I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
Thank you, too.
Let's just talk about the business and numbers.
Okay, in 2021, our turnover was £80,000 with a gross of 29,000 and a net loss of 11.5. Last financial year, we did 73,000 turnover with a 36,000 gross with a net loss of 1,644.
Ooh. I mean, the numbers are small, I would say.
Yeah,
There's not.
But the question becomes really is, where can this business really go? So far, you've been in John Lewis, and is that continuing?
No, because their margins were very hard to work with. We were actually losing money, and we decided to start focusing a little bit more on our website because the margins were better.
Grant, Charlotte, hi.
Hi.
Peter.
In essence, it's great that you've started a business, but it's an outdoor acrylic product that you're obviously trying to sell. And I think there's a really big issue here immediately with regards to your actual business model itself.
Well, I don't really, I'm not sure I quite
What were you
understand
selling
the
it into
question.
John Lewis at, as an example?
£70.
And what was it costing you to make?
50.
Well, there's your issue then.
Yes, and actually we were very
Yeah, but then
keen.
it's a very
I know.
immediate decision.
Which
to
is
say,
why we've moved away, and we're now...
Well, no, moved away is one thing. Making the decision to do it in the first place is odd.
No, if you get into somewhere like that, you immediately get in some credibility that you're a quality product. So we knew, and we had our eyes wide open, that the margins were really going to be tight for us. But we thought if we could get in there initially and have that kudos behind us to say to people, this is
But
where
what
we
is it
are.
about that product that's costing you £50? By the way, I'm involved in this type of business because I own an imaging company. I don't understand how you got a price of £50 for your outdoor acrylic.
Well,
That seems really expensive.
does it?
Yeah. That's less than £15, that acrylic. I think you're clearly overpaying for your product.
Thank you for your feedback.
Well, let's hope Peter's right and you are overpaid,
Well,
because if
yeah.
so, there's a load more
winner.
margin to be made, isn't there?
Yeah.
And can I just say, I totally get your strategy with that big retailer. Can I ask, why are you specifically asking for 50,000 today? You know, not a lot of people come in offering straight up to give away 25% of their business, so you clearly recognise that you need to give a dragon some skin in the game to really want to get behind this. And I wondered if it was just wanting to give away a good chunk to get the skin in the game, or if it was a case of we want to spend 50,000 specifically on this.
So it's a bit of both, Sarah, in that we recognise that the business is at a stage where we're coming to you offering potential or offering opportunity, and we want that to be meaningful so that someone does come in, you know, and has some skin in the game, as you put it.
In terms of investment, I think what would be really key for us is driving traffic to our website, because already we've spent money last year on our marketing. Some worked, some didn't. We just think, you know, with some investment and some money behind us to drive more traffic to our e-commerce site and also to change it into something that could go global, I think would be
Who's doing
huge.
that for you? Who's managing the marketing within the team? Because I know a particular business that built a 9-figure business selling canvas art via Facebook ads. Have you tried Facebook ads? Could
Yes,
be paid,
okay.
paid ads on Google.
So we have tried Facebook and Instagram ads, but to be honest, we didn't have the skills, and we didn't feel like we had the money behind us, the skills, and I don't think we were
Confident enough in it, necessarily.
confident enough to do it properly.
Charlotte, Grant, I know where I am, I think. I think you've done a really good job. I actually completely agree with Sarah. I think sometimes, in fact, I advise business sometimes to put yourself somewhere as marketing almost, you know, to give yourself credibility. So I actually think you've made some really good decisions so far, and that is great. But the scale of the opportunity is the thing that worries me as an investor. So I'm afraid I won't be investing.
Thank you.
I'm out.
Deborah.
Grant, Charlotte, I would like to say that I have a huge level of deep admiration for you, Charlotte. to create something out of a beyond nobody could ever understand sad moment.
Thank you.
I think that says a lot about who you are. So I'm giving you like massive hugs for that, because I think that is, you know, not many people can do that. But then this is one where I think by just finding the right printers, finding the right business model, you could scale this and build this and have a wonderful business yourselves. So I generally would much prefer you, actually, in all honesty, to have much more of your business and actually not be part of that journey and just read about you later on in life. And for that reason, I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you.
But big ups to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
I don't think you need a dragon. And I'm wondering, I'm asking myself, if I invest in this business, what would they expect of me? You know, and I don't believe that there's a lot I can do apart from give you just basic common sense. You know?
Can we have your phone number?
Yeah, I'll get my phone number. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
You know, I think this is your business, and I would not want to take away 25% of your business for not doing a lot. For that reason, I'm out.
Thank you.
I was quite concerned with what you said to Tuka then. You know, I wouldn't want to give away 25% of my business to someone that says they're not going to do a lot, because I really value that business, right?
Yeah, I do value this business, and actually, I would want your skills. And yeah, absolutely, that was a joke.
Do you know, it's not very often I sit here in the den. Usually I sit here next to Tuka and we agree on 90% of stuff. We're both product people, but I could not be more in disagreement with what I've heard him say today. Of all of the people we get walking through those lift doors, I see in front of me people who need a dragon more than anything else.
Facts.
You know, because actually while you've been talking, I've sat and written a whole new business plan down here. And I think with 50,000 investment and a lot of business support, there's a long way you could go with this business. And I think you've been fair and reasonable in your ask, but I'm going to change it a little bit and I'll put an offer to you here, OK? I will offer you all of the money, £50,000, in return for 35% of the business today, on the basis that you will let me write you the new business plan. And then in 12 to 18 months' time, we'll have made a lot more money than what you're talking about. And she'll drop down to the 25% if I get my money back in, let's say, 18 months.
Thank you.
Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I really should have decided before it got to me, shouldn't I? Just some outstanding questions. How much does that small silver tiger piece cost?
£300.
Direct to consumer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
It's on my business plan list to address that.
Is it?
Just in case you were worried.
Can you tell me how you address it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you how I address it, but you know, if we were in a partnership, then I would absolutely be sharing that sort of information.
This is like having to marry someone without seeing who you're marrying. Can I see if that's possible, sir?
It's a really nice plan, Stan.
You know I can't see that small
I know you
print.
can't.
I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you half of the money for 17.5% of the business on the basis that I'll drop down to 12.5% if we get our money back within 18 months, but that's a choice you can make at the time.
Thank you. We actually couldn't ask for a better offer, and we'd love to accept it. So thank you.
Thank you both so much.
That's what you might say.
Give us a hug.
Charlotte and Grant have done it.
I'd pretty much decided in 5 minutes. Started writing your business plan.
They leave the den with £50,000.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
both.
guys.
Brilliant.
Thanks, everyone. Love to
Go now.
Well
Thank
done.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
And a new business plan from a partnership of dragons that could rocket ship the company.
Can you believe that?
Once in a while you get business in the den that's at that early stage, but where you can see real potential.
Yeah.
And for me, this is worth the opportunity. And they, to be honest, were worth the opportunity.
But I did okay. You did more than okay. You couldn't have done any better.
Having children and, you know, you lose one, it was tough. And, you know, it's about how we've moved on from that. And I want my daughters to be proud of what I've done and achieved.
No, you are. We all are.
I can't believe this is happening.
Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm from York, and I'm bringing in the oldest form of alcohol known to mankind, but with our own spin.
Oh, hello. Now you're talking.
Mead.
She's pronouncing her second name.
Mead in the Den. It must be honey. Viking.
Very true.
Dragon Slayers for the win, eh?
Going into the Den is a bit like going into battle. I'm very nervous, very excited. I hope that the Dragons are going to absolutely love my product and see the massive gap in the market that it can fill.
Good luck, guys. Yeah, you got this. Go ahead.
That's me later.
Hello, Dragons. My name is Peter Taylor, and I am a Viking. I'm the founder and managing director of Nidhogger Mead Co, and I'm here today to ask for £80,000 in exchange for a 5% equity stake in my company. I first discovered mead when I got into Viking Age reenactment and discovered that real mead is a sweet and delicious alcoholic drink made from fermented honey. I started making it in my house as a hobby, and then 2 years ago, I turned my passion into a business. Now, we are a team of 7, with a meadery and warehouse in Pocklington near York and stock many places around the UK, including the National Trust, the Jorvik Centre, and have just gained a listing with Morrison's. We also sell direct-to-consumer through various in-person events where we have a great track record, selling 100 to 120 bottles per event, and we've positioned ourselves as one of the market leaders in our sector. With the rise in love of all things Viking and fantasy in pop culture today, and with Fortune Business Insights valuing the mead market globally at $467 million currently, the time to get involved is now. We would love for you to come on this journey with us and join the mead revolution.
Mead, a honey-based alcoholic beverage in a variety of different flavours.
Thank you.
Is the offering from Peter Taylor.
This one's for you, Deborah. We know that you're vegan, so that you wouldn't drink any
Excellent.
sort
And
of
my name is
product.
Meaden, so
No,
I
it
come
certainly
from
is.
a
They
long
would-
line of mead makers.
That's it.
Peter is seeking £80,000
Are you going to rely on me as a taster?
Yeah.
I'll sort you that one out.
in return for a 5% share in his business.
Do I need a mixer, or is it straight down the shaft?
So try it naturally first. If you would like to try it as part of a cocktail, I do have some freshly made.
Whilst his fellow Dragons sample the product, Peter Jones is keen to get a brief history lesson.
Peter, so educate me on mead.
Yes. So mead is the oldest form of alcohol known to mankind. Our earliest archaeological evidence is around 7,000 BC. But every civilization ever has drank it, but the Greeks, the Romans, Egyptians, because it's made from fermented honey, and honey is universal. So this has been the universal drink, made famous, of course, by the Vikings.
And does it? I mean, obviously, I've watched the Viking things,
Yeah.
and I can see what they're drinking. They seem to be drunk a lot of the time after they've had a
that's
fight.
right, yeah.
Does this have the same effect on you? What's the alcohol sort of?
So
content?
it's 15% ABV.
So it's a bit stronger than a wine.
Yeah, so it's between a wine and just below a port.
Can I just ask Peter what that is round his neck?
This is my Mjolnir. So you've probably seen in Marvel when, you know, Thor's got his big hammer, that's what a Mjolnir is. This is what it would actually look like as a Viking emblem. So
you're properly into...
When I say I'm a Viking, I mean I'm a Viking. It's how I met my wife. I killed her dad on the battlefield at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Not literally, obviously.
That's one way.
And met his daughter. We got married last August, and this, in fact, was my wedding gift from my wife.
Ah.
Peter, what's your background?
I was in the military. I left the military at the age of 21. I got into sales. I have ADHD, so I bounced around quite a few different jobs because I wasn't focused at one enough. But this, I've found, because it changes all the time and it's my business, my ADHD is now used as a superpower, pretty much, for myself. I can use it for my energy. And obviously, I now employ people that can help me with the admin side of stuff and fill in those gaps.
You're in Morrison's, you're about to go into Morrison's.
So we've just gained a listing with them. It's a small one to start with, so it is just 2 stores. And we're currently going through their supplier portal at the moment.
So give us some numbers for year by year.
Yeah, so the first year's turnover was 152,000 and a net loss of 30. Year 2 was a short year, so that was 362,000 turnover with a net profit of 2,100. Year to date is 102,000 turnover with a net loss currently at 55,000.
OK, so I'm assuming you must have £1.5 million in the bank to get a valuation of 1.6.
That would be very nice, but unfortunately not. The reason why we valued the company at 1.6 million is there is no 100% honeymead sold in a supermarket at all.
There's a lot of things not sold in a supermarket at all.
Yeah.
It's got no valuations like that.
Well, since the start of the company, we've sold 30,000 bottles, and this is just through events. We've done no online marketing, but people obviously like the product, enjoy the product. Now, if you could pick it up in your weekly shopping, why would you not do that?
So, what do you make on a bottle?
So, on a bottle, it's about £13, £14.
Profit?
Profit, gross profit, yeah. Our gross margins on our large bottles, for instance, are 57% gross. The margin on the small bottles is 60% gross. That's retail.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Alcohol is a brutal business, and whilst you think you can maintain those level of margins, once you start to go into sub-distribution, your margins start to drop.
So our
literally like
wholesale margin is 44%.
It won't be.
And
it won't be. But it
large.
won't be. If I'm a buyer now and I'm sitting with you, your margin might be at 44% at the moment because you're not selling a lot.
Yep.
If I'm going to go and commit a large amount of money in cash to promote your product, promote your brand,
yep.
I'm probably going to take all of that margin away from you in the early days. So your margins will erode. So even if I was to think that this had a really good chance, you would need a lot more money than this to make this business safe and have a real opportunity.
Okay.
So sadly, I'm going to say that I'm out.
Peter.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi.
Lovely. The elderflower one is to my palate.
That's good.
My concern is you are in a bit of a pickle financially at the moment. You're not in an attractive way for an investor, let's just say. We get so many opportunities come through here. We've got to look at where to place our money to get the biggest return. So, I will enjoy the rest of that glass, but I don't feel like I can invest today.
No worries at all.
So I'm going to say I'm out, but good luck with the business.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Peter, listen, I can't taste it, so I can't.
I appreciate that,
It's very
Deborah.
difficult for me to, you know, I can look at Sarah's face and she can nod at me. But actually, also on the other side of it, you know, when I get involved with an investment, I shout about it. You know, I want to help and I want to promote it and push it, and it's just not something that I can. So I won't be investing. I'm out.
Thank you.
Peter.
Tuka.
I must say you come across very credible. You've stood up there and you're sure you know your meat. Unfortunately, your numbers don't stack up for an investment from me, and I'm out.
Peter, so my question is, if it is going to become a mainstream product, then why haven't you branded it as such? Because if I saw that bottle on a shelf, I'm asking myself, who does that appeal to? There's some swords on here. There's like a snake with a I'm thinking Viking people are going to love this.
Yeah.
This looks like a niche product for a niche category.
I completely understand what you're saying, but in that case, people wouldn't be watching Game of Thrones and make it the biggest watched TV show pretty much of all time.
So the people that watch Game of Thrones, you think they go out and buy Viking stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, go out and buy mead, go out and buy swords, go out and buy cloaks.
I've got loads of friends that watch Game of Thrones, including myself, and I've never bought a sword.
OK.
You'd look good with a sword.
Your case to me is that it's the right decision to keep this branding focused on Vikings because even if this product goes mainstream, the consumer will have an affinity to that. Is that correct?
I believe so. When we're at a food and drink market and there are gins and there are rums and there are whiskies, people naturally are drawn to us because we have big banners up with dragons and things
So
like
I get that. My thing is, you know, Dave walks into a supermarket or a restaurant and it's one of the products on the shelf. They don't know the back history of Vikings and mead and all that. So all of that stuff, I actually think when this is mainstream, it will be lost. It will just be, you know, a story that might exist in your head, but it won't be part of what makes their decision.
Yeah.
I think you're being a little bit too romantic about the Viking thing, especially if this is a wave coming into shore. And I trust you. I don't know. You know this stuff better than me. You know mead better than me, so maybe it is. But when it comes into shore, your positioning and your branding is really going to matter.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't think you're positioned correctly to ride that wave in.
OK.
For that reason, I'm going to say that I'm out. But I commend you, and I have to say, it tastes really good.
Thank you very much.
It does taste really good.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
His failure to secure a deal may have left Peter feeling momentarily deflated. But the Viking reenactor turned entrepreneur certainly isn't admitting defeat.
We're just going to keep pushing forward, keep doing what we're doing. The sky's the limit, really. So, you know, me and my trusty Mjolnir, we're going to keep fighting on.
Next into the den was solo musician Rich Baxter. Rich was seeking £50,000 in return for a 25% share in his invention, a drum kit played by foot.
I'm heading into a fiery pit. It's the BBC's Dragon's Den. There's a Peter and Stephen, I'm Sarah and two, could not forgetting Deborah Meaden. I'm in the famous lift up to the den. I can't believe I'm taken for a fool. But one thing's for sure, it will drive you crazy. You will end up speaking to a wall.
That's how you pitch.
The Dragons were eager to put Rich's product through its paces.
We will rock you.
There's your meme.
That was it.
Well, there you go.
Having channeled her inner Freddie Mercury, would Deborah Meaden go gaga over Rich's business?
Right, so I want to understand where the business is now.
Yeah,
Are
of
you in
course.
prototype?
Currently, yes. So I produce it at home by myself in the garage. So
How many of these are there in the world?
there's two complete kits. One of them is my gig kit. That one is my presentation kit.
Sarah Davies wanted to know how many customers could be beating a path to Rich's door.
What is the scale of the opportunity?
That's a good question, because there's so many solo musicians on the scene, on every scene.
Do you know how many? Have you got?
It's impossible, absolutely impossible to find that out.
Right. What proportion do you think of the solo musicians would consider buying this product?
I would say half.
So the scale of the market opportunity is roughly half of the market size that we don't know?
Yes.
OK.
Tuka Suleiman had his own ideas about how sounds could be turned into pounds.
Making it is one thing,
Yeah.
selling it is something else.
Yeah.
But what if you created a craze, stomp it competition, kids come up and make that an event?
Yep.
I've got to say, I do think thinking that this could be the next craze or kids to do it, I wouldn't say stomp it, I'd say stop it.
Yes.
I think that what you have created is, frankly, quite genius. But in terms of making a business out of this, I can't quite get there, so I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves.
Rich's innovative take on percussion failed to snare a dragon,
Don't know if you don't try.
but his product continued to drum up new users.
EastEnders?
Yes, yes.
We're here. Hi, my name's Tori. This is Carrie. You gonna have any more, Tori? Okay. I will in a minute, I think.
We've invented a product that we feel will help many people with their self-care moments at home or on the go.
Is that a portable nail bar?
I mean, I do see it and get it. I used to sit in bed and I used to strategically balance the polish between my legs like this while I painted my nails, trying not to get on the bed sheets, because I used to like to go to sleep like this, so it would dry.
Are you sure you just weren't pretending at night to be a puppy?
Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. I mean, if I had to choose someone to be in business with, it would absolutely be Carrie. We know most of the time what's sort of going on each other's heads without even having to say it. Hello Dragons, I'm Tori.
And I'm Carrie, and we're founders of our company Nailpad. We're here today to ask for a £60,000 investment for a 35% equity stake in our business.
We both love painting our nails and have done from a very young age. You might not be regular nail painters yourselves, so first want to give you an insight into the problem Nailpad solves and the gap in the market we've found.
You're at home, the TV's on, and you fancy painting your nails. You reach over for whatever might be on hand, a magazine, a book, or a towel, but nothing quite gives you what you want, a flat, even surface and somewhere to put your polish nearby.
Before you know it, you're balancing your polish between your knees. Following a moment where I ruined my favourite pair of jeans, I thought there has to be a better and easier way to do this.
Introducing Nailpad. It's a portable, compact manicure and pedicure accessory. It has a round, even surface. It has a polish pot holder and fold-out fin. The flat surface keeps your hands steady, and the fold-out fin goes between your knees to minimise movement, and the polish goes in the well to help avoid spills. You can lay the nail pad flat on your knees. You can also tilt it at an angle. You can lay it flat on a table or on the floor to protect it from spills.
And when you fold up your nail pad, you can store your manicure accessories inside, so your nail pad, cuticle pusher, and you're ready on the go.
Whilst the idea, design and prototype started 10 years ago, Nailpad has only been trading since October 2019. We have our UK, US and EU patent, we are design registered, and we have our trademark. We have made a turnover of approximately £7,000 to date. We'd love to work with the Dragon to help supercharge our business and work with us as a mentor. We have a few nail pads if you'd like to try, and I will come and bring them round. Thank you for your time.
Great.
Thank you.
An invention designed to ensure that nail polish lovers can get their thrills whilst avoiding unwanted spills is the offering from sisters Tori Deely and Carrie Salmon. The duo are seeking £60,000 in return for a 35% share in their company.
I just can't grip it between my knees, and my knees are closed, look.
Ah,
Yeah, okay.
I did struggle a bit as well.
Did you? Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Well, because mine's...
I think it's because you're tiny.
Deborah Meadens managed to get to grips with Tori and Carrie's product, but it's Peter Jones who's first to try and get a grasp of their business.
Tori and Carrie.
Yes.
Now, obviously the big thing that hit me was the fact that you've only sold £7,000.
Yeah.
When did you launch the product?
Started trading October 2019.
So why only £7,000 worth of sales in total?
Yeah. So that's all of those sales have been direct to consumer. I mean, in terms of it's very much a new product going into an existing market. You know, what we very much need to do is increase our awareness, our marketing funnel, our lead generation, something we haven't had the budget to do. Our budget has been put into protecting the IP.
And can I just ask how much you've spent on your intellectual property?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So to date, we have spent approximately £90,000. That's across the 10 years of developing, protecting and producing our product.
Have you done anything to market it? Have you done anything on TikTok? Have you done anything on Instagram?
Yeah. So we've done Instagram, Facebook. We have had, when we've had budget earlier on, we have done some social advertising campaigns. Unfortunately, with limited budgets, And our choice to protect the IP, because it is a product that hopefully we can see, well, we can very much see in the future in retail, has been our strategy in terms of our budget.
Yeah, I'm just concerned that you might have protected the IP so much that you forgot about trying to actually sell the product.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what your plan is? So you're obviously doing direct-to-consumer at the moment.
Yes.
But you're looking to find retail partners.
Exactly.
So who's your dream retailers?
Obviously, Boots, Superdrug, Look Fantastic, some of those really big beauty retailers.
So what's your margin? What will you be selling to a retailer for?
So retailer selling at £6.60.
Okay.
With the cost to manufacture £3.10, with the retail price of £12.95.
It feels to me like a £9.90. It feels like a £10 product. Is that within your sights? Do you think you'd be able to get your costs down enough to get
absolutely.
it sub-10?
Absolutely, absolutely. With the volume sales and the market potential that we can see, we can absolutely see those coming down to be able to make it an accessible price point for anyone.
I just think it would make a massive difference.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason we're here today is that we very much need that guidance and direction to take it to the next level.
So, I look at this and say, is this a one-product business? That's my question.
Yeah. OK. We believe it isn't. We have product range development in mind, so the dream would be to have your home nail care manicure kit all in one, so nail pad is just a part of that, but you have your bag for your nail care accessories, your nail polish, your kit, all in one, off you go.
Right, OK. Is anybody else doing this?
So there are a few items on the market, nothing that has the USPs we do, which is the well, the flat surface, the hinge and the leg.
So explain the competition and what they do and the price.
Yeah, so they have, there's a wearable ring out there, so you wear the polish on your hand.
Oh, that's clever.
So that's one option. Another one is a slightly larger cushion that you can use for your hand.
What do they retail for?
So the cushion I think is around 18 or maybe just under, and the polish holder is around £8.
OK. You've come in here asking for 60,000, giving away 35%.
Yes.
So who owns what at the moment?
So at the moment, it's 50-50 split between
So when you give away 35% to a dragon, the dragon will be the biggest shareholder?
Yes, yep. We wanted to make our offer to a dragon, hopefully, attractive, not only as an investment point of view, but very much as a business partner point of view. We're incredibly proud of where we've got to, but we need guidance and direction to take our product, which we've tested, validated, protected, to be able to take it to volume, to make it accessible for anyone that enjoys painting their nails at home.
Sorry, Carrie. I actually think that the product has potential.
Wow.
That potential is realised then by the founders.
Yeah.
The key area where you need support is the strategy of how you grow this business.
Absolutely, yes.
So as an investor, I go, yeah, I can do that. But when I wake up, I have 16 hours left in the day. And that's my currency. And where I deploy those 16 hours determines all of my outcomes in life and also the return I get on my capital and my business success, all of those things. Yeah. So I think, do I yield the best possible return from spending an hour giving this business the strategy or another business the strategy, where I think another business might have a greater scope of potential, has more products, has more sort of global opportunity. And that's really where I've got to. And that's the reason I'm going to say that I'm out.
Okay. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. So I tell you what I think. I think you have got a bit of an issue about getting into retail.
Okay.
As a one-line product.
Yeah.
Because what you do find is when you go into these big stores, they have usually a branded range of, you've got your clippers, you've got your, nail scissors, you've got your nail polish, you've got your, and if you look at it, it's all pretty one-branded.
Yes.
So trying to knock something off those shelves and put your one product in is going to be difficult.
Absolutely.
So you need to work that out. And I think that you probably are looking for more advice than an investor, certainly I'm going to be able to give you on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid I won't be investing. I'm out.
Tori and Carrie, I think, look, I'm no expert here, but I've grown up with so many girls. Yeah. And when I see them doing the nails, I'm not sure they'd use the product. I think they will go straight to a table, or they'll go straight to an area where all of this is set up. I don't think this is a home product at all. I think this is a almost giveaway gift item for travel. With 7K of sales as well, I'm not sure the product is going to make it, and that's my concern. So I'm going to say that I'm out.
OK, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tori, Carrie.
Yes.
So I think I sit here in quite a unique position. Deborah doesn't paint her nails, so of the 5 of us, I think I'm the only one who has direct experience of the problem you're talking about.
Yeah.
And what I can say is there is definitely a market for this product. My concern is when Tuga asked you about the competitive landscape, the 2 competitors you described, I immediately thought, oh, they sound good, I'd buy one of those. Yet I've experienced and seen this product and I thought, it's not for me, that. I think, from what I've heard, the competitors in this space have a better way of solving the problem than I think your product does.
Okay.
So I'm really sorry today, I won't be investing and I'm out.
So, to tell you where I stand, I feel like you've done half a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
We're just
that's
beginning.
£90,000.
Yeah.
And your journey is halfway there.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, it's a single item, difficult. I think there is definitely scope to do a whole pack.
A whole product range, absolutely.
There's definitely something there. You need to look at the competition very seriously, you know, and in a way, the information that I've got today as a business is not investable, but I can see where this could go for you. So I'm willing to, if you want me a couple of sessions to come up, have a chat, to give you some input, some direction, I will do that for you.
Wow.
But as what you've shown me today, it's not investable.
Okay.
So I'm out, but my offer stands.
Would absolutely love to take you up on that.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's a big win for today. Take that as a huge
Thank you
win.
so much.
Well done.
Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. Lovely to meet you. Bye.
No deal for the nail accessory entrepreneurs. But an offer of help to polish their strategy has ensured that Tori and Carrie remain upbeat.
It's unbelievable. Very much. We offered advice to design. Wow.
We're leaving the Den so incredibly positive. The journey is beginning and we're looking forward to what the future brings.
Can I have a glass of water?
Do you want some?
Yeah.
Next up, a pair of entrepreneurs with ambition set on the multi-billion-pound supplements market. They've come up with a product they claim is helping them intimately.
Hi, I'm Wesley.
Hi, I'm Lottie.
We're bringing a new brand into the Den to help out in the bedroom.
Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Condom.
Why would you have a condom with a glass of juice?
Wesley and Lottie are business partners and life partners too.
We started dating in 2018 and we got engaged within a year because I kind of knew she was the one. And we got into this business just because we felt like there was a need for it, from our own personal experiences and from what we saw in the market. Okay.
Yeah, I can't talk. Shh, don't talk to me, please. I'm
breathe.
thinking about my lines.
Okay. Hello, Dragons. My name is Wesley.
And my name is Lottie, and we are the founders of Wiggy.
We're here today looking for a £50,000 investment in return for a 10% equity in our business. During the COVID lockdowns, Lottie and I experienced a very high level of anxiety for the very first time. Spending every day together, 24/7, stuck at home, we found that it was really taking a toll in the bedroom, and for the first time, we felt we were not in the mood as much as normal. After talking to a few friends about this, I found out that they were experiencing exactly the same thing, which was a real light bulb moment for me, One evening, I turned to Lottie and said, I'm going to create a supplement business to help people in the bedroom.
So we started researching online to find natural ingredients to help the libido.
We realised that we really needed some expert help with this. So we found a local company to create the supplement for us from the ground up. Wiggy was officially launched in September of 2022. Since the launch, we have sold around 450 units of the product. We've turned over around £13,000 in sales, selling directly to the consumer on our online website.
Thank you very much for listening. We will hand out some sachets now for you to try.
A supplement claiming to help those suffering from a low libido is the proposition from Wesley Pearce and Lottie Gilman.
So we do a male and female product designed, tailored for male and female.
They're asking for a £50,000 investment in return for a 10% stake in the company.
Cheers.
Peter Jones is first to probe the passion-promoting pair, and it appears their product has pleased his palate.
Lottie, Wesley, do you know what? I was surprised at how nice it tasted.
Thank you. It's a mixed berry flavour. We tested quite a lot of flavours.
Yeah, that was my favourite.
So what does it do? What is it going to do to me now I've just drunk it?
Well, nothing after one sachet.
And could I not just put 7 of them in one glass?
No.
I love his enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's not a Viagra. It's not an instant sex drink. It is a daily supplement.
OK, that's of no use to me whatsoever.
So what exactly is this product doing to solve the issues that you found in that lockdown period?
Well, I think it does help with the sex drive.
How?
Well, the ingredients that are in it are thought to help balance hormones. So for us, at least, it definitely helped.
How can you prove that it helps?
Well, I can just tell you that, you know, it helped me. And we've had a lot of great feedback from our customers.
Have you done any sort of quantitative research or primary research?
No, we're still so early days that we're still finding our feet with the brand.
I'm really curious about what you were talking about with your own personal story, this happening in lockdown.
Yeah.
And then you seeing this as the solution.
Yes.
For you to see this as the solution.
Yeah.
Logically, and I'm thinking about cause and effect there. So the cause was you were kind of around each other all the time and there was anxiety.
Yeah.
So therefore, I would think the solution would be to not be around each other so much.
Potentially. There's such a vast things that are involved with sex and relationship. There's no one simple cure. I think there's possibly a bit of a placebo effect to taking a supplement, and you're actively doing something about it.
Wesley, you talk about the ingredients.
Yeah.
So, what are the ingredients that have been clinically proven?
So, the ingredients that are in it are the vitamins. So, vitamin B6 is to balance hormones, which is also linked to your sex drive. The other ingredients that are in it are not necessarily scientifically backed, but they are researched. Maca root is a very well-known ingredient for the libido. There's quite a few range of products in there.
Macaroon?
Macaroot.
A macaroot?
Yeah, sorry.
What is macaroot? Sorry, I'm a bit naive.
Tuka, are you writing all of these ingredients down?
Just to be clear, we are not nutritional experts.
Well, that's what worries me. If you'd come in here and said, this is what I'm qualified to do.
Yeah.
And this is scientifically proven, I can back it up.
Yeah.
You'd have a bit more credibility.
I saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
And
no, I respect
I'm quite
that.
a creative person.
I respect that.
I'm quite into business, so I tend not to go head first into something unless I really believe in it.
But I'm a great believer that if you're putting something into your mouth, into your system,
yeah,
we need
absolutely. That's why we contracted
science.
a company who specialise in creating supplements. And we went back and forth with different ingredients. We researched our own ingredients. I said, maybe this would work in there, and they said yes or no, it won't work. And we landed on this.
Dragon's Den is the platform to come in and pitch anything.
Yeah.
We're very open.
Yeah.
We are, well, I am anyway, a professional investor that will look at all aspects of the business and the entrepreneurs, you know? And I just feel you might be onto something. You've sold 450 units.
Yeah.
So in my view, you might be open up a whole new category in this format. And there's nothing wrong with having an idea, coming to Dragon's Den and pitching it.
Thank you.
And I admire you both for that.
Thank you very
But
much.
unfortunately, as far as the business is concerned, it does not stack up for me. So for that reason, I wish you all the best, but I'm out.
Thank you, Tuka.
So I struggled getting it to dissolve. Is that a common? In fact, it still hasn't.
It needs a good, a good stir.
It needs a really good stir.
Persevere. I persevere, and I pushed the little bits up against the side.
Okay.
And tried to.
It's the wrong sort of glass, to be honest. It's a taller glass, so you can really give it a
So you can give it a bit of a proper swirl. So why Wiggy?
So, funnily enough, my nickname as a kid was Wiggy.
And so was mine.
So was her. And we looked at it, we're like, that's a perfect name for this brand. It was brilliant.
How funny.
It's really
it was
funny.
match made in heaven.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Lottie, Wesley, can I just start by saying I totally get it.
Yeah.
I think I can see how that need has come to light.
Yeah, I also
because
think that no one's talking about this enough.
they really aren't.
And it is quite brave of us to come and say this, because I think no one really wants to talk about it.
And I really hope by you getting up here and saying it might start the conversation.
That's
with people.
part of our goal, is to try and help people. Yeah.
So I totally get it, right?
Good.
What I don't get is why have you gone down the pour this and stir it route instead of like a gummy route or a vitamin tablet route? Because I'm looking at that and that was hard work. Deborah's given up on it.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if I'll drink all of that liquid before bed because I'm thinking I'll be getting up for a wee in the night. But if it was a gummy, I'll take gummies before bed, no problem, or vitamins.
So we've got plans to launch a gummy, different flavours. This is our sort of flagship product.
So why did you choose?
Personally, I don't like taking capsules. I don't particularly like swallowing them. So I thought I'd rather, and you agreed, didn't you? You'd rather take a drink.
Some of them are quite big and
Like
get stuck in your throat.
OK, so it's really interesting that you've gone with personally you find this.
Yeah.
However, if I look at the supplement market, I'm going to guess it's 99.9 something percent
We
supplements
didn't
like
want
that.
to just follow the crowd and do another tablet. I just thought that this is a unique product in its own, and the sachets add to the whole letterbox packaging. Do you know what I mean? So we've sort of created an experience for the customer.
It worries me that you make product development decisions based on personal feeling and gut feeling. It should be market research. You know, I've been very successful within the craft industry. And I think where I won and won big is I didn't develop products that I loved. I researched the market thoroughly and developed the products for the mass market. And there is definitely a demand here. I'm not sure that a little sachet is the right way to service that. And I worry that you're thinking too much about you and your personal use of this. So for those reasons, I'm going to say that I'm out, but I really hope you do that market research and make a success of this, because there's huge potential in it.
I think so too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Wesley, Lottie, I completely agree with Sarah. I actually think it would be better in capsule forms. You know, I think that when you talk about capsules, that kind of feels a little bit more, you know, actually this is going to really do something for me. But it isn't just that. I do think the execution isn't as good as it could be.
Yeah.
I think even its name.
Don't like the name.
I love the name, not for this product.
Okay.
You can have a bit of fun and it can be frivolous, but it doesn't give you any hint about what it actually is, you know. And I always think when I look at brands, I think, all right, without reading anything, what do I think it is, you know? So I think you know where I'm going. But well done for coming up with, you know, for talking about it, for addressing it, and bringing it in the den today. But I'm afraid it's not an investment for me, so I'm afraid I'm out.
Wesley, Lottie, I would actually really love to invest in this category, because everything you've said to me today, I already know to be true. A couple of my friends are experts in this space as well, and libido issues are tearing great relationships apart. So it's a huge issue, huge demand, and it's a space that unfortunately is becoming in greater demand every year. So then it comes down to the product and its efficacy, and as Deborah and Sarah said, the execution. Like, do I think that this is the surfboard that's going to ride that wave coming into shore? And that's where my question marks are. I have a big question on the efficacy of this. Like, you know, how can you substantiate the claims you're making? Super important. So get that right, and you honestly have a great business. But this isn't the product that I'll be investing in today. So I'm going to say that I'm out.
Lottie, Wesley, I think the branding and what you've done with it is really good.
Thank you.
But having a product that doesn't have an expert's push behind it, and I'm not just saying an endorsement, you know, I use this product, it's having some sort of credibility to know, one, that it's actually going to be okay to be taking the product,
Yeah.
and two, that there's credibility in terms of medically. Actually,
Well, this is why we used a professional manufacturer to make it and design it.
well, it doesn't say anything on it, does it? It doesn't give you anything that says this is totally approved, this is safe to take. There's no medical statement.
Yeah, essentially it's a food supplement.
Yeah.
Essentially it's vitamins and minerals. And no, there's nothing dodgy in it.
No. But I think it is good, and you know, this is clearly and could be a real business here. I'll probably have a sachet every single day for the next couple of years. But joking apart, it's not something that I want to sort of get behind and really push. So for that reason, I'm out.
All right, thank you very much.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Cheers.
With 5 no's, the couple's product fails to stir the dragons. Wesley and Lottie depart without a deal.
That's right.
I'm so glad we got to see this business in here, because this is a silent issue that so many people are going through, and I hope they win. I don't think they'll win in this form.
We believe in our product. We're not going to change it because they didn't like it. We're going to keep going, and they're going to regret not getting in early, because next time I come on, it's going to be a lot more expensive.
And with that, the Den closes its doors for the last time this series. But before we go, let's look back at some standout moments from what's been a remarkable ride.
Good day, dragons.
Now, lovers.
You can smile in them, you don't have to act like Terminator as well.
Are you serious?
Oh, no, look at me.
It won't be, but just pause a minute. You got to try this. Try that. How weird is that? That's cheese and onion.
What a disaster.
When do I get my money back?
In 7 years' time.
Oh, my God. 7 years' time.
Can I finish? Is that okay?
I'm going to take Bartlett on.
Good luck.
I can't not give you money. I can't not make you an offer.
Look at his face light up. Look at that.
It's lovely.
Deborah's not out.
No.
No, you've got it.
No. Oh, well, you know, it's on. What has just happened?